I am here with Dr. Erinne Kennedy, Assistant Dean of Curriculum and Integrated Learning with the Kansas City Dental School. She's here to talk to us about protecting your oral health during cold and flu season.
Can you believe it's already around the corner?
I mean, it's so weird because as I do the weather, we're still in not summer, but it's feeling
warm out there.
Yeah, we're above the seasonal average, so it's like, yes, we have had taste of very cold temperatures, but it's so weird to say that we are, you know, talking now about cold and flu season and all the stuff. I mean, explain to me kind of how you can prevent that when it comes to oral health and just, you know, the spreading of sickness and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is washing your hands. Just like with a little bit of soap and water, that is something that's helpful not only just to spread it between contact between like me and you if I was feeling under the weather.
Yeah.
But the same is true before you brush your teeth. The second thing is you want to make sure that you really rinse out your toothbrush and let it fully air dry.
Okay.
That's one of those things you don't want to set it down on the counter. You want to stick it upright in a cup or something that can keep it upright.
So what happens if I do get sick?
Well, do not share your toothbrush with anyone.
Yeah.
So that's something that's really, really helpful. Also, you want to replace your toothbrush as you start to feel better. And so one of the things that I think is really helpful is using an electric toothbrush because you can change that head regularly, and it's something that makes it a little bit easier. The other thing is when you're sick, you know, you're taking different medications, you're using cough drops, and some of those things actually contain sugar or sugar alcohols, and they can dry your mouth out just a little bit. And so what I like to do, here's Dr. Kennedy's tips for making that a little bit better. Stay hydrated. The other thing is I like to use a toothpaste that has a little bit of baking soda in it. That makes it a little bit better. I like to rinse after I use those cough drops, especially ones that have sugar in them. And then xylitol mints. I don't know if you've ever seen those at the checkout line at the grocery store, but those really do a great job of keeping your mouth moist and making you feel a little bit more hydrated if you're taking something that's drying.
Okay, I have a question. So is it mouthwash before or after you brush? I've kind of seen that kind of rumor on social media. Like, I thought it was mouthwash after you brush. Is it before or after?
So typically what I like to do is I like to tell my patients to brush and then floss, because you get to move a little bit of that toothpaste in there and get those areas clean, and then rinse afterwards.
And you're definitely going to need to rinse, especially if you're vomiting and feeling sick, and just what if happens if you get a stomach bug? Like,
the first thing is don't brush your teeth right away. Wait about 30 minutes. If you can, rinse with a little bit of baking soda water or a fluoridated mouth rinse. And then about 30 minutes later is when you can go in and brush your teeth with a fluoridated toothpaste. That's my best bet. And then sip on water and stay hydrated to keep that acid off your teeth.
All right. Well, yeah, you want to get rid of the acid. You don't want plaque buildup. I mean, it seems simple, but when you are sick, it kind of can get clouded on what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, because I don't know about anyone else, but for me, brushing my teeth, if I'm vomiting and all that not fun stuff, it's not necessarily the #1 priority. It's definitely a priority, but like, I'm just in bed, like, just trying to get through the day. Rinsing
is your best bet. That way you can clear that acid, and then you can get back to brushing when you feel a little bit better.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
As Dr. Erinne Kennedy with us. All more details coming up next with my full forecast. Here's a look at the almanac.